After the loss to the Minnesota Vikings, the next question for the Washington Commanders to me is what's next? Obviously, you hope that Jane Daniels is okay. Um, and at this point, I don't think it's about tanking. I think that you obviously finished strong. You still have, despite what happened yesterday against the Vikings, you still have a pretty good defense. That, and when I say pretty good, I mean it's a injury riddled defense that is trying to finish the year strong. And him coming out, I think it's going to be an opportunity where you can kind of let him set, maybe get 100% healthy before things really get bad. But like I said, I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of just let him sit and go from there. But it doesn't make it any easier, right? And it doesn't make it any sweeter when you saw how good he was last year, and to see this year about how, I mean, just the injuries and everything. By the way, as a Vikings fan, I can say nothing but prayers up for Zach Ertz. I hope he's all right. And we'll see what exactly that brings. By the way, it was considered a serious knee injury that happened there, and I believe it was Jay Ward that had the hit on him, and so the concern is that it is something to do with the ACL, and that the early signs aren't good, and so like I said, really hope that everything is okay, and you send up prayers, and at least for a speedy recovery, because that's not what this game is about. So definitely something we're going to be keeping an eye on here. So. As the rest of it goes, I think that Jalen Hurts at some point will return. I think it's more about being there and allowing, if needed, you know, him to sit. And if that's the case, then that's the case. Marcus Mariota has shown more than an ability to come in there and absolutely get more opportunities. So, I think that overall, as it pertains to the news, yes, it sucks to lose to the Vikings yesterday, and you hope that everything is okay. With everybody moving forward, what no injuries or not, because no matter what happens, I mean that what happened to Ertz yesterday definitely can impact a team, and so prayers for him, and prayers for the Commanders moving forward. So. And I think that it goes back to finishing the season strong, doing what you can, and then coming back next year and really filling out this team with more depth, and seeing what you can do there, because it's tough, but at the same time, depth is such an important part of the game. And I mean, we saw it last year to a degree. I mean, the Commanders last year, I wouldn't say had the best depth, but they had enough to bring him to the NFC Championship game, right? Like, everybody deals with injuries. It definitely is, one of those. It's a league where one year you can have everybody, and the next year you don't. It's about who you got that can step up. So. We'll see and keep an eye on it for the Commanders as we move forward here. And it's about being positive. It's about realizing that football is not all, like, it's not the only thing in life. And so as far as what's next for the Commanders, I think it's healing up, finishing the season strong, evaluating what you have, and then going into the draft and figuring out what you have. So we could definitely put together a rough mock draft here for the Commanders if you guys like. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Overall, general reactions at the game, and the news surrounding Zach Ertz, as well as Jane Daniels and everything. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.